day, home and away.
Oh yes, and today we are gonna match with these absolute babies. Let's go. Good day, guys and girls, and welcome to another episode of 34 Jerseys, 34 Vlogs. Today we have one of my favorites. I love this jersey. It's Indiana Pacers, number 13, Mark Jackson. Now I actually know a little bit about that one because I love this jersey. So yeah, I did a little bit of ChatGPT. Nah, I actually do know him because when I used to play NBA Jam, when I was a wee nipper, it was one of the names that was on there in the late 90s, I think it was, if I'm correct. So did stick around, and I just love the pinstripe effect. Anyway, today, rather than talking about rituals and morning routines, I'm actually doing a push session with my wife, who I'll show you in a second. And what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna do a quick one today. I'm actually gonna show you what I consider to be the 3 best moves for chest development. So 34 jerseys, 34 vlogs, 3 moves for a massive chest. Let's go. So the first move I'm gonna do is a cable chest fly. And if you notice, I like to take my daisy chains wherever I go, just because what you find with cables is you're fighting over the chair and you're falling back and the rest of it. So having the daisy chains gives you that extra length so that when we're over, we're in position straight away. The reason I put chest flies at the start, because a lot of people like to program them towards the end of their workouts. I like to put them at the start because I feel I'm fully warming up the pec. I'm getting blood to the pecs before we do something like a press, because a lot of the time when we're pressing, your lats can take over, your triceps can take over. I find that by doing this first, you can actually really feel the pec working and what should be working when we get onto the press movements. So what I tend to do on this is work up to a warming work up to a working set of about 8 to 12 reps, and then do a couple of lighter sets around the 16 rep mark. We're gonna get that blood in. Fuck me, that hurt. Because what we want to be doing when working your chest is drawing that bicep across your body. So we're really working with the movement of the pec, thus getting a massive chest. And that's my exercise number 1, cable chest flies. The thing to remember when you're doing chest flies is pause there. Couple of seconds, back down. So we're really working on holding under tension. Pause there, down, squeeze at the peak of contraction, really working the pec. It's not about what you lift, it's about how you lift it. Well, it is about what you lift a little bit, but when you come to a gym like this, Everlast commercial gyms, you see good form. Not. Nice gym though. Fucking agrid. You get agrid walking in front of your fucking camera. You're a wizard, Harry. One of the most important part of any push session, there's running bold men everywhere. It's a good job I'm one of them. So the most important part of any push workout you can do is the pump reveal. To make sure you're there. It's more important than knowing you all know. So we've got to see if we've got the pump on. Oh yes. Level 12. Second exercise we're going to go with for maximal chest growth is my favorite exercise of all time, an incline dumbbell press. Why? Because it's fucking brilliant. But now, works all of your pec, a little bit more of your pec, front delt, most of your delt to be honest. It's just a sensational exercise that adds all that mass that all of us want. So, let's go.
2 more. One more.
No. Oh. 11, I think. 10. I'll take that for this stage of prep. It's not bad. It's not bad. 11. So before we get on to our next set, for those that don't know, this is my beautiful wife, Louise. And before we go, quick story on how we first met, for those that don't know. So we've been together 10 years now. Yeah, 10 years. So we met at Hallam University when I was the senior fitness instructor. And I know this sounds cliche, but I was teaching, was it abs at the first class, or was it aerobics or HIIT, or what was it, bang tidy?
No, I think it was aerobics.
Aerobics. So I was teaching, no it wasn't because you were running around the room. Anyway, I was teaching a class, and it was one of those moments, you know, it feels like a cliche moment, or sounds cliche, when it felt like all the lights went off and the only person I could focus on was Louise. So straight away, as any professional coach would do, I found what her name was, I went straight to Facebook, found out who she was, and then obviously, professionally, seeing if she wants any personal training. Was that it, yeah?
Yeah.
And then obviously we got talking, and I probably jumped the gun by about a month, and I asked her out, and she said no. But because I'm not a quitter, I think I asked her out again about a week later, or 2 weeks later, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 2 weeks later. She said no again. So then I give up. I thought, right, sod it. And then I randomly got a text message when I was at work, and it said something like, when are you going to come and take me out on that date then? And I shit you not, I'm sure I said, where are you right now? And I picked you up. Did I come and get you whilst I was on shift? And we've been together ever since, 10 years on. So who says romance is dead? So if you're out there and you're watching this and you're young, romance isn't dead.
Add them on Facebook.
Stalk that person on Facebook, or give them a like on Instagram. Get into the DMs, but as long as it's all right, don't be weird about it. Now, the third exercise I'm going to pick, it was a difficult one. It was a choice between a horizontal press or a tricep dip. If this was 4, there would definitely be a tricep dip on there, but it's my top 3. And it's also chest, because if it was push, there would be a shoulder press of some sorts. I know not a lot of coaches program direct shoulder pressing now, but again, you want bolder shoulders, get pressing. Machine though, machine's a lot safer than dumbbells when it comes to overhead press. So, horizontal press machine. Brought the bicep across the chest, warming up, getting the blood to the area. Then we annihilated it on incline press, focusing just a little bit more on upper pec, anterior delt. Now we're going to do flat, which is focusing more directly on your pec than an incline press. We've kind of pre-fatigued with the 2 exercises we've done before. So if you want to work more a bit, I'd say on that massy, thick look, prioritize your horizontal press first. But for me, it's all about the top line. I love a strong top line look. So where the delts are popping, the upper chest is popping, t-shirt muscles, you're looking men's. Doesn't matter what clothes you're wearing, because you own a sick set of deltoids and pecs. Get away with anything. Right. With any horizontal press, any press for that matter, make sure your elbows are in line with your rib cage. I see a lot of people fuck this up by doing a few things. They come up like this, so they're pressing there. That's why I no longer bench press. It can fuck your shoulders up being like this. So, shoulders down, scap down, retracted, elbows adjacent to your rib cage there, and then as you can see, we're getting all pec. Driving the bicep across the body, fully engaging the pec. Oh, that's lovely. Keep your core tight, glutes tight. Make sure all the work is in the pec and you're not forcing your body out of the seat. to do force reps. We don't want to be doing that. Come on. Also, another thing not to do. Keep your head up. I see a lot of people doing this with their heads down. Don't do that. You need to get oxygen in. God, I'm done. So on to other exercises as well as a standard pose that we did during this session. So we did some tricep dips, which is another great mass builder. And I'm sorry, but how incredible does my wife look here? Seriously, I'm punching. Oh, there he is, old bollock. Anyway, when you are doing tricep dips, watch this. Slowly on the way down, micro pause at the bottom, back up. Keep your core tight, don't be rocking everywhere. So yep, tricep dips are always good on a push day. One of my most favorite tricep exercises is a cross body tricep extension. That is why working in a commercial gym is shocking. People have no spatial awareness. Anyway, lateral raises. Look here. I'm not coming all the way down. There's no momentum. I have full control over the dumbbell. You want praise for your lateral raise? Make sure that's doing it right. There we go. What a session. You know as well, I train my clients. Not many online coaches can say they do that. I train with my clients to make sure they get all this stuff nailed. That's why Team Dominator has the best posteriors and deltoids in this country. I'm sorry, we do. And once again, it's time for a pose. So that concludes today's episode of 34 jerseys and 34 vlogs. Even though we've got changed into my Joe Hendry t-shirt, there's only two things I really wear. Three things. Number one, basketball jerseys. Number two, Dwayne Johnson Under Armour vests. Number three, wrestling t-shirts. Because my real love in life is wrestling. I love WWE. That's a whole episode in itself, so I'll save that for another day. But once again, guys, girls, thank you very much for tuning in. Like, share, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Live forever. Let's dominate together.